and he said, "Do me a favor, don't count me out. Don't count me out." I said, "Bret, keep your shoulders up and you're cool. I will not count you out." And I didn't. But
right, but it's kind of splitting hairs on it. I mean, Earl, with
right.
saying
Well,
that.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Right. But see, the thing is, nobody talked to me the whole day until I was going to the ring.
Right.
And I had about 10 minutes before that next match was over, and Briscoe grabs me to the side and says, "Vince wants you to do this. Vince wants you to do that." And I go, "How come nobody said nothing to me all day? This is bull BS." And he goes, well, everybody's bugged, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. And he said, "Well, are you going to do it?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "I don't know what I'm going to do right now, to be honest with you." He goes, "Well, Bert's got a $3 million deal with WCW. Is he going to give you any of that money?" And then that was about it. And I tell you what, walking to that ring was like 10 miles of pressure.
Oh, boy, I bet.
And I'm going, "Oh, God, what am I going to do? This, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah." And, and then if you go back, like I told everybody that's ever asked me this question, like you did, if you go back and look at that tape, Vince and Sergeant Slaughter was at that ringside.
Yeah.
So regardless of whether I rung the bell or not, it was going to be rung.
And Earl, you were in an awful position. I mean, what the hell were you going to do? It was like, do I give up my job, is Bret going to take care of me, or what? I got to work. I mean, it really came down to
right.
I mean, I know you've talked about about the boys and the business and
right.
At the time Bret was being selfish, but Bret claims that that it had nothing to do with him giving up that belt on Canadian soil. It was the fact at the time, because they've also reconciled since then, that it was about him not respecting him and other conversations he had before. So, but for you, didn't it? I mean, it really just came down to, were you willing to give up give up this job because I'm going to get fired if I don't do this?
Right. I mean, hey, Bret's got his living, I got to make mine.
Yeah.
And
like you said, it was going to happen. But getting back to that conversation you guys had, that you had before you got there, it seemed like Bret knew something was up, right?
Right. Well, he knew something was, you could say that. Something was up. So
you're thinking, because
exactly
you didn't know anything about this, right? I mean, at that point, you had no idea.
Nothing.
Were you thinking there's no way they're going to do that? What were you thinking?
Well, he just didn't want me to count him out 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to do that. I said, just keep your shoulders up. And it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But the thing is, think about this. And I've thought about this for 20 years or more. Why would you let a guy put you in your finish hole to begin with? Why would Bret let Shawn put him in the sharpshooter?
Yeah.
And that's your finish. Why would you do that?
Well, I think
that
was
about that?
Yeah, part of the magnitude of what this match was supposed to mean. But that's a really good point. But it was supposed to be, very early in the match. And when, you look back on it, did you think that, like I said, Bret thought something was up, but were you thinking they're not going to do that here? I mean, did you think that, they'll DQ it or something, and then they'll finish it like he said he'll give up the belt 2 days later, or did you think in your mind, you know what, they just might?
I didn't know really what to think, honestly.
No.
Until I was told what to do, but and still today, the thoughts that run through my mind: did Shawn know? Did Bret know? Or what was going on. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I think Shawn knew.
Really?
I think Shawn knew.
Yeah.
I will say that. Bret, I'm not 100% sure, but what puzzles me is why would he let him put him in his own sharpshooter finish? And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had to be. He had to be. I mean, if somebody was going to put me in their finish, if I was going to put my finish on somebody that I was working with, and it was their finish, I would think twice or 10 times. Why am I doing this crap? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Because that's more embarrassing than if he just beat you out straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it's so amazing what came out of all that. I mean, the way if you look back at the way it played out storyline wise and how it changed the industry, because that led to, Vince becoming the super heel that he became. And, but you paid a price for it too, because that was on you forever, with the fans. And, you had Dave with a car, so you get the hell out of there, and
right.
The repercussions of that. I mean, you couldn't even go to Canada. Was it the notoriety of that a good thing or a bad thing, looking back?
I'll tell you what's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I couldn't go to Canada for a long time.
Yeah.
And they, like Vince said, I'm not sending you back to Canada on that TV because you got more heat than anybody in the building, all the talent.
Yeah.
And it was bad. And then I had this, I don't know, idiot guy call me up, a promoter there, wanted me to come over there and do a match and duplicate the finish that Bret had.
Oh God.
And I said, "Oh, you got to be an idiot."
Yeah.
He said, "I'll pay you good money." I go, "Buddy, you ain't got enough money to send me back over there."